Hello and welcome to UPSCFEVER Economic Survey section. Today we are seeing chapter number 6, volume 2 of Economic Survey. So under this there are three important points. One is the petroleum sector. Due to a lack of a global benchmark for natural gas prices, the formula suggested for gas pricing should balance the interest of both producers as well as consumers. However, in the long run, only a market determined arm's length price with an efficient regulator be the only solution to India's natural gas pricing problem. A cess on petroleum products must be levied, and this must be used for construction of gas pipelines which shall take this product to important parts of the country. The pipelines have an advantage that once they are laid, they are relatively permanent and do not have large maintenance costs. However, on the other side, their capacity does not increase, and this is a problem. Plus, it is difficult for laying down the pipes, the capital cost is high. But usually, the pipelines are the cheapest form of transportation of natural gas in the long run. The petroleum or LPG, LNG, and CNG are very important resources, energy resources for the country. And to avoid taxation, dual taxation and tax on tax, the cesses and the surcharges should be removed and it should be included under the goods and services tax. Import of liquefied natural gas for the power sector has no customs duty, but for any other sector, when we import LNG, there has to be a duty levied, and therefore there is a diversion of LNG imported for the power sector to other sectors to evade this tax. And so this exemption should be removed, and this shall also stop the tax evasion as well as bring revenue for the government and also reduce our problems. Next is the transport sector. 95% of the trade by volume and 68% of the trade by value is carried out through the sea, and India's exploitation of this sea and inland waterways is still very low compared to foreign nations. Majority of the trade is through the highways and the road network. India has the second largest road network after US, and it is about 52 lakh kilometers. Out of this, around 1 lakh kilometers is the length of the national highways, and yet they carry around 40% of the total traffic. There is an action plan that aims to increase the share of waterways in transportation to 10% of the total trade by 2019-2020. Also, the Ministry of Shipping is promoting lighthouses as tourism destinations, and this shall bring revenue through tourism. In addition to the 5 existing inland waterways, 106 additional waterways were declared as national waterways for inland transportation. Plus, earlier we used to have individual bills for individual waterways, and this was removed, and a single bill shall be brought that will cover all the inland waterways. To promote broadband penetration and digital penetration in India, the BharatNet project or the National Fiber Optic Project is being implemented that shall connect 2.5 lakh villages to the internet. Services sector is the most important sector when it comes to the contribution to the GDP. 53% of India's GDP is from this sector, and within the services sector, the financial services sector has the largest share. India today is the 8th largest exporter of services in the world, and out of which $150 billion is the size of the export industry, and in that a large share belongs to the computer services sector. 80 billion is the share of services import, and so there is a 70 billion net profit due to services. Tamil Nadu is the top state in terms of domestic tourist arrivals, and Maharashtra is the number one when it comes to international tourist arrivals. But still, we lag far behind France, which is the highest in terms of international tourists, and USA, which earns the highest in terms of revenue from international tourists. So that was it regarding the services sector, the petroleum sector, and the transport sector. With that, we finish chapter number 6 of economic survey, and you can attempt this chapter review quiz, and don't forget to do all this and encourage us in our work. So thank you for your patience and stay tuned for the next video. Goodbye. Best of luck.